Welcome to another episode of Indisputable Evidence. We back again. Some of us a little disappointed, but I'm your co-host, Anthony Becker, one of my other co-hosts.
Jerry Brown.
And batting third, usually fourth, but Darnell ain't here. But your boy Marcus, what's happening with y'all?
Yep.
Chilling, bro.
We gonna have to pull one up for Darnell because his job pretty much trying to send him to the Lord. What they doing? He said they got double shifts and he working them. Pray for you, brother. We praying for you. If you get sent to the Lord, we will be at the funeral, but we don't expect that to happen. But we got two special guests joining us tonight. It's been a while since they both been on at the same time. And before we get into the show, y'all got some news for us. So we got Tony and Cam on here. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. Blessed and highly favored, man. Appreciate y'all having me back on.
What's up, man?
Always, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And Cam is gonna be a little he might be drinking one of them Michelob Ultras right now as we speak, just like the Denver Nuggets last night. But before we get into all that, there's some rumors that there was something that dropped with y'all too. So y'all want to share that on here with us real quick?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Cam, do you want to or me? It don't matter, man.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Yeah, man. So me and Cam, we've been plotting on this for like the last really 2 years now, since 2021. Me and Cam, we starting our own platform, our own podcast called Cam and T Podcast. We own, every site. We're gonna be on YouTube, Twitter, we're already there, Instagram, we're already there, TikTok, we're already there. So literally, we everywhere. Link is in our bios. This is our, on our headliner here. This is our podcast page on Twitter where you can follow us and literally get all the rest of the stuff at. But we just excited, man, to get back in the podcast game. As a lot of people know me from Talks with T-Time podcast. And now me and Cam coming together and doing our own thing. We've been doing it really now for 2 years, but just on like the Twitter spaces with the Panthers Town Hall. So that's what kind of triggered this whole thing. And really since then, man, we just really decided that, hey, like we need to create our own platform every single Sunday evening. I mean, y'all been in there. It's 200 plus people in there every night, every Sunday evening in the fall. So it's definitely something that people want. People been looking forward to. And me and Cam's been talking about it for the last 2 years. And this year we just say, hey man, we're gonna go ahead and get at it. We see everybody else getting to this bag and getting to doing what they want to do in life and enjoying a platforms. And we feel like we can do the same. We feel pretty confident about what we got going on. So we just wanted to go ahead and start our platform and just get to work. So we excited.
Yeah, man. Big salute to y'all for that, bro. Like, y'all are so informative. Even like I said before we got on here, like the video that you dropped the other day, man, was so informative and just awesome, bro. So I'm really looking forward to having both of y'all, just watching y'all talk, listening to y'all talk ball, bro, and laughing, bro, because y'all both comedians. So
no, for sure, and it's gonna be perfect. Now y'all got Bryce Young in Carolina now. Happy days on that pod, my brothers. Happy days.
And now that y'all got him in Carolina, ain't nobody gonna be pulling up on nobody, are they?
Nah.
Last season, nobody running up on nobody this time.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have no threats happening like last time in the town hall. We hope to not have none of that going on.
I was in that space now. Oh god,
ain't no me being Temecula's happening in Carolina.
Yeah.
But
but for real, we really are excited about our podcast stuff and our platform. Man. And like I said, we would love to have y'all on once we get things going. We'll be starting in early July once Cam gets settled back into Georgia. And we'll be on the road, man, getting it going, man. We'll be on YouTube, we'll be on everything. We'll stream on YouTube as well, the podcast while we're doing it. It'll still go out on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher. So we're gonna be everywhere, man. So we're really excited about the opportunity.
Bless up, man. We're waiting.
That's what's up.
Speaking of Georgia, man. Atlanta might be calling my doggone name too, man. I don't know. Why not to? But then, there's just somebody. Atlanta like a second home to me. I might have to run up there.
Hey man, come on, you welcome.
I got
Atlanta got space, bro.
I might have to. I don't know. But with what I got going on, what I'm about to be doing soon, Atlanta might be a little bit far, but oh well. I'll travel if I have to. But by the way, speaking of that, I seen y'all on TikTok. I know y'all got y'all on that now. I will go ahead and admit this right now. Funniest video I seen on there was definitely by Cam. And Cam, I think you know which video I'm going to. That you
Which video you talking about?
You know which one. The Zion video.
Nah, man.
But
Bro.
I wasn't even 20 seconds in before I busted out laughing. Because as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, oh, God.
That had me crying about 2 days on the night. Man.
Had me crying. We might have to get into that tonight. That right there.
Zion, yeah, facts. Is she still going, bro? Let me go look, bro.
I had to block her. She's still going?
Yes.
Still going,
It's
man.
been 6 days.
Bro.
It's crazy.
You still on this? We don't care no more. Basketball ended.
Right.
We waiting for
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I had to block her, bro. It was getting annoying. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I straight muted, blocked everything.
You have people retweeting and you still seeing them. Like, God, can I get away from this?
Yeah, that's
But,
crazy.
yeah, we got a big show for y'all tonight. It was hard for me not to cancel this whole podcast after last night. But Cam's Denver Nuggets got the win last night and beat my Miami Heat and won the series 4 games to 1. I'm a man, though. I'm a man. Come on here. But it is Cam's day. He can go ahead. Cam, the floor is yours. Go ahead and go watch this. Drink away with this Sprite.
Man, all I gotta say is it's about damn time. You feel me? 40,
Oh, no, the hell he
like
did.
47 years it took for us to get our first NBA championship.
Mhm.
And you gotta think, man, we done had legends, you know what I'm saying, come through the building. Alex English, David Thompson,
Yeah.
Pat Lever, you know what I'm saying, Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson,
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying, Chauncey Billups. You know what I mean? Like,
Kenyon
we done
Martin,
had-
J.R.
exactly.
Marcus Camby.
A lot of people
Players on players. Players on players and came through the building, bro. And it took a fat white boy from Serbia for us to get our first ever NBA championship, man. Like, listen, man.
like that, man.
I'm so excited, bro. Like, I couldn't even contain my happiness last night, bro. Like, I had poured up a whole ass bottle of sake, bro, because that's all I had at my mom's crib. I was over there last night, but I had to pour up a bottle of sake, bro, and I tried to sip on the whole bottle. But let me tell y'all boys something.
Oh
Don't ever get a bottle of sake from Target, bro. That junk was nasty as I don't know what. I had to pour lemon and lime juice in that thing. but regardless, man, it's a long time coming. You know, shout out to all Nuggets fans everywhere, man. It's like we so few and far between. You know what I mean? Like, it's real cool to know that like I finally got a championship, a professional champion, that I can root for, man. It's a surreal feeling. It still don't feel real, man. Like, I've been a Nuggets fan for I don't know how long, and we never really been title contenders like we were this year, man. And so it's just a great feeling, man. It really is.
Welcome to the first championship club, man. Welcome to the club.
You know, I it's like, you know, it's weird too because we're a pretty old franchise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was around during the damn ABA days. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Nuggets have been around for a while, and when you look at all the numbers and in terms of like historic franchises, you know what I'm saying? Out of all of them that haven't won a championship, the Nuggets are probably were probably the best. I mean, win percentage was high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The amount of players that we had come through were, you know, that were elite, were really good or really high. And it's just like, it's crazy that it took so long for it to happen. But yeah, man, you know, like Coach Malone said last night, though, man, we want more. You know what I'm saying? I know we just won this one, but man, I'm ready for next year. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to show everybody that it really ain't no fluke. You know what I'm saying? I think we can keep building, man.
Now, my question is, did you cry when they won?
Almost, bro. Almost, bro. And I'll be honest with you, like, You know what I'm saying? From a standpoint of the players that I love, you know, on the team. You know what I'm saying? I almost cried when I seen Jamal Murray cry. You know what I'm saying? Because it really means a lot. Like like all the players on the team, he's the one who jersey I got, man. Like
Wow.
Murray he's been my favorite since really we drafted him. Just seeing his growth, you know, we drafted him, you know, as a 2 guard, and seeing him evolve into a point guard, and then you know, just kind of coming to his own and be the elite playoff performer that he is. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what he went through, you know, his performance in the bubble. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's just bubble hoops, you know, this, that, and the third.
Right.
And then he hasn't really gotten a chance to defend himself these last couple of years because he was out with that ACL. But he came in this year, man, and just, I mean, he proved, you know, why I consider him to be one of the game's top point guards. Because, I mean, nobody's really, and it's a lot of good point guards in the league, but you don't see many that put up the numbers that he do in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it helped us get our first NBA championship. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Jamal definitely went through a lot, bro, from like the knee injuries to the exposure of the videos. The man, he overcame a lot, bro.
Why you have to do that?
I forgot about that. I forgot about that video, man.
That was in the middle of COVID too, man.
That was a crazy time,
That
bro.
was one of them things.
This is on first. We forgot about those, and here you go, bringing man.
I ain't forget about
Bro, man, you ain't had to do it like that.
Oh my god.
But
that man got a ring now. He made a new one.
He got a ring.
Jerry, you laughing? You laughing? I tell you right now from experience, that's real. Because when I saw the Cubs come back on the Cleveland Indians at the time, and when that
gonna bring that up?
Hey man, look, like just like Cam almost cried. I will admit I did cry when I saw the Cubs win.
I definitely cried when Clemson beat Bama in 16 for sure.
Oh, bro, I'm sure
Me
you
and
did.
TJ was both. Me and my homeboy TJ was both in the front room crying, bro. We both huge Clemson fans. We was crying like.
I called one of them was I met him on cruise. We like brothers now. He a Cubs fan too. I called him. We both on the phone, boo crying. Boo crying for 20 minutes.
Hey man, trust and believe.
Real.
Trust and believe, man. If the Jaguars ever win a Super Bowl,
Oh, I know Marcus gonna be in tears.
Oh yeah.
I'm going balling.
That boy gonna be on his hands and knees for crying. Yeah. But like, I think the reason that you cry, especially like at least from my experience, like I think the reason that you cry, for one, you love the team, but for two, you've seen what it's taken to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like with Clemson, for example, I'll just use them. I seen the 7 and 6 years that was considered good years before the 15ers got here. Like I remember when if Clemson won 6 games, that was a great season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was there when being mediocre was like, I remember the Clemsoning term. I remember, all the back when you get to that pinnacle of, your sports fandom where your team is now on top of the mountain, it's an unreal feeling because nobody can tell you nothing at that time. Like it doesn't matter who you are.
Oh man, trust me, man. With the Jaguars, I've seen it all, man. I grew up with the blackout years. I grew up with when Dixie was out here buying tickets to make sure we could actually watch the games. I remember everybody was talking about we gonna move, y'all going to LA, y'all going to London. I seen 2 and 14 while I had tickets. I seen Urban Meyer. I've seen it all.
You don't seen a lot as a Jaguar.
You don't went through it, boy.
You definitely gonna be crying.
I should see how it was when we made the playoffs this year. Bro, I was acting a damn fool. And then the comeback happened in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, boy.
But put it this way, Jerry. You see Florida, it probably ain't going to happen. But let's say Florida win the national title next season. You going to cry. You going to cry. Don't even say it.
Yeah, you probably would.
Oh, bro, because when we beat Utah, I was finna cry. I was like,
He's like,
that
man,
boy said regular season game out got me on my hands indeed.
If the Jays and Boston, he gonna be acting a fool.
yeah.
Lil Durk saying I fell down to my knees when the law came. That was me when we played USF and almost lost, and we blocked the field goal. I fell down to my knees and thought, thank God. But as a Heat fan, I would say as much as last night hurt, I held my head high and basically said, you know what? I'm damn proud of this team because nobody expected us to even remotely get that far. They had us swept out of the first round. Didn't nobody have us coming out to play in after we lost to the Hawks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
We down by 6 with 3.5 minutes left against Chicago at home. And then some just clicked. Win that. And then we won game 1 against Milwaukee. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, we kind of surprised them. Then Milwaukee beat the brakes off us. Everybody think, all right, Milwaukee back, they back.
I definitely did that.
But then Jimmy just went just nuclear. And it's like, wait a minute. He's playing like this consistently. And then we finished them off at 5. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Might be able to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Knicks. It's the Knicks. That's the old rivalry. So you pretty much knew that it's going to be a tough series. And it was. And Josh Hart, yeah. You got a bounty on you pretty much after what you did to ankle. Yeah. You got to see me, brother. You got to see me.
Hey, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that.
No, he got to see me.
Giannis back, Tatum ain't go.
We get through that. We beat the Foster allegations for that series because they had him for game 6.
Yeah.
Some allegations. Then we get old friend Boston. And I'm thinking this is going to be back and forth like it was last year. We jump out to a 3-0 lead. I'm sitting pretty, I'm like, okay. Then Jaylen Brown says, don't let us get one. They get one. Says, don't let us get another one. They get another one. I'm like, oh, shoot. I know doggone well this ain't going to happen. Then they won game 6. I'm sitting there. I ain't going to lie. I was scared for my life. Game 7.
I know you was.
I know you was praying.
I was praying to God himself.
Oh,
Please, Lord, don't let this happen. But then I woke up one morning. I woke up that morning. I'm like, you know what? I think we'll go out there and win. And then I saw who the referees are going to be. And they had not only Scott Foster, but Tony Brothers too. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Y'all really trying to get us up out of there.
Hey,
But
Tony Brothers, bro.
it didn't matter. We blew them out and returned the favor and celebrated on their court. Then we get to the finals. It's like, man, Denver going to be tough. Denver wins game 1. We win game 2. I'm like, okay, we got a series on our hand. And then Denver just showed, honestly, why they was the best team in the league. Got to give it up to y'all, man. But like I said, I'm darn proud of this team, and we're going to be back next year. We're going to do some retooling. Need a certain somebody. I ain't going to say his name, but
Kyrie Irving?
No.
Kyrie.
Mark, where's my razor when I need it?
Hey, man, y'all made a trade offer for him, not me. It's what it is.
You heard that, right, Tony? Ken, let me tell you what happened when I heard that. When that happened, I was down in Miami for a couple of days. Then all of a sudden, the offer was rescinded. I was back home. Put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
You ain't do nothing.
Don't you make that trade? I don't need him on my roster, but we're gonna be back. I need a certain somebody up in the Pacific Northwest to go ahead and come to his senses. Put in that trade request.
Plot twist, he's gonna be a Pelican.
No way he accepts that trade.
AB. Now you know y'all ain't getting Damian Lillard. Y'all can get some white guy that's tough and can shoot, bro.
And that went undrafted.
Undrafted.
And you will like it.
We
Yeah,
got
you won't like it.
Well, you said undrafted, so we got one of those already in Duncan
So
Robinson.
you got 2 of them, don't you? And
Max
We got a couple of them.
We got one.
Max Strus moved the needle.
No, we got one. And it's Duncan Robinson.
Hey, y'all gonna give Gabe Vincent the bag though?
I don't think he'll get the bag, but I can see him returning unless, like I said, a certain somebody requests the trade. Then you're gonna be in the trade package.
That man finna get him and Bruce Brown both. They finna get them 2016 role.
Oh my, Bruce Brown. Oh my god.
Bruce Brown finna get a bag. So Cam, you might as well prepare to lose him.
Oh, speaking of Bruce Brown, Jerry, you heard what Bruce Brown had said?
Nah, what'd he say?
He said he was a free agent. Like he was talking to a team, to a GM1 team. Came down between him and another player's position. And he said, and he asked him like, "Hey, why y'all sign him instead of me?" He said, if we signed you, you wouldn't go play. They saying it was Boston that said that.
Was that Malcolm Brogdon? Him and Malcolm Brogdon?
That's what they're saying.
That's
Look,
sick, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy because
Bron-
Bruce Brown's a good role player, man.
Bruce
That's real
is a
sick.
good. Bruce is a good role player, but there is no amount of hard work and dedication that Bruce Brown could have added to the Boston Celtics to prevent Jaylen Brown from dribbling with his left hand all over the place.
Nah, yeah, but the thing with Bruce Brown, I don't get why people overthought him so much. Like, he does everything that you want somebody to do. He's the definition of an elite role player.
Yeah,
Him to be a bona fide center that gets offensive rebounds and that's really good screens. He's your man. He did
That's
all
why I
the
don't want. That's why I don't want him to leave, bro. Bruce Brown,
Yeah,
bro.
Finna get the bag. You finna get the bag.
Unless he do a Bobby Portis thing where he takes a player option and then signs a deal after that, then I don't see him staying in Denver.
And by the way, Brooklyn, yeah, y'all don't know what y'all doing up there. How y'all let that man go? I mean, why? Like, what? Well, don't nobody in New York know what they're doing at this point. Just focus on the Yankees in New York and call it a day. That's all I'm saying. Just focus on them. They the only team know what the heck they doing up there. We gonna see with the Jets, Giants, the little blue people. Don't get me started.
The little blue people.
We don't even acknowledge the Mets.
Hey, Saquon.
Yeah, so they don't know what they're doing in Brooklyn. I don't understand how y'all let him go. I can see why y'all let some players go, but him in particular, I'm like, why? Like, he does a lot for y'all.
yeah.
Like, I didn't understand that. He'd been, and by the way, speaking of players, real quick, Tony, you Hawks fan, it's rumors that DeJounte Murray could be shopped around. Well, what you think about that?
I don't have a problem with it personally.
I was about to say, y'all should get.
For the right price, I don't mind it personally. I mean, I really wasn't. I like DeJounte. I'm glad that we got him and all that, but he ain't no untouchable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's the right price and the right thing, yeah, I definitely would prefer. Really, and me and Ken was actually just talking about this like 20 minutes ago. I would really prefer them to get a wing. Like, I feel like we're missing somebody at the 3 bad, like, or at the 4 or something. We need a wingman bad. And I feel like DeJounte and Trey kind of do the same thing. It's kind of similar to Luka and Kyrie. It's never gonna work as far as being a like contending team, personally. So for me, I need a wing player.
Well, especially guys need the ball in their hands.
Exactly.
Yeah, either that or big, because unless y'all choose Okongwu. What y'all think about Onyeka Okongwu over there in Atlanta?
I like him. I think his development has kind of been stunted because Clint Capella is still here. Like, honestly, and I'm not saying that Clint Capella is not good. He's still definitely a good starter. But at the end of the day, it's been like 2-3 years now. It's time for Onyeka Okongwu to get his feet really wet. Like, I'm tired of the 15 minutes per game. It's time to go ahead and boost that up to about 26, 27.
Oh, easily. I mean, whenever he was on the floor, bro, I think we were talking about this. I was like, Okongwu was easily the most versatile defender in this series against Boston. Like, he gave us fits.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of value in that guy. I think he's going to be one of those role players that get a bag in the next 4 years.
Chino Hill's finest, right? The Onyeka Okongwu.
Dude's nice.
Yeah, recapping this finals though. Yeah, Denver, they deserved it. They were the better team. They really deserved it. I mean, and let's go ahead and have this conversation now. It's time to pull up a chair and talk about Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yep.
Let's ask the question, put it out there now. Because we controversial in a sense. So let's put it out there. Is he a top 5 big man of all time right now?
Hold on, let me answer this question. So is he a top? You're saying is he a top 5 big man of all time right now?
Okay, or a top big man of all time. We know he's the best center in the league.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's why I'm trying to make sure I understand the question correctly. So you're saying of all time, is he a top 5?
Would he be an all-time center right now?
No. He's close though, and I'm gonna tell you who I would put over him. Okay. So we know Shaq is going over him.
Yeah,
I'm putting
Shaq
him over him.
Everybody.
I'm putting Wilt over him as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Wilt. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and put Hakeem over him as well.
I'll say
This might be a little bit of a controversial one. I think I will put Moses Malone over him as well. That's my personal opinion. It's rough because Moses Malone had 3 MVPs
But see,
and a
was
ring.
he a center or a forward though?
He's definitely a center.
He's a center. Yeah, Moses Malone is a center.
Moses is a center. Yeah.
And then I think
Mark
Jokic.
forward, yeah.
I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I feel like
Patrick Ewing.
I think it's better. Ewing.
I would put
Hold
Jokic
on,
over
wait.
Patrick, in my opinion.
Real quick.
Where's that picture Shaq had? I'm put picture Shaq put on.
Real quick. I like Patrick, but that's not the one you're missing.
Who am I missing? I am missing somebody. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
You're missing Bill Russell.
Oh yeah, Bill Russell.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill Russell. I knew it was somebody I was missing. Rest in peace. He just died. Bill Russell. I knew I was missing somebody. No. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. But for real, like I knew I was missing somebody. Bill
Yeah, we
Russell.
got Kareem out there too.
Bro.
100%.
It's the way you said that. Rest
No, I wasn't trying to be
Oh,
funny.
my
man.
God. Real quick.
Rest in peace. For real. I ain't trying to be funny, bro. I knew I was somebody I was missing. That's why I said that. But yeah, Bill Russell definitely putting above. You know, Bill Russell up there with Wilt and them. So like 2, 3, like he up there with them. You know
I
what I'm
forgot about David Robinson.
saying?
So I got you. Let me give you mine. You said who?
Oh,
You said David Robinson.
yeah, David Robinson. Yeah, the Admiral.
Ewing, Hakeem, Wilt, and
I'm putting Joker over Ewing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I got
I'm
to
putting
say
Joker over
something.
Ewing.
I gotta do that too.
Yeah.
I love Patrick Ewing. He was dominant. But I'm
I'm
putting
putting Jokic over Ewing. I think Jokic comes in at like 6 or 7. I think he behind them names I just said.
Yeah, I think that's fair right now. Like he's only 28. He'll probably
He's only 28, right? He
Yeah.
got more time to prove all that. Now, if he win like another MVP, 2 MVPs or whatever, and another championship, then we're gonna be having a totally different discussion at that point. But for me, I think Bill, Wilt, Moses Malone. I'm putting Moses Malone over him. Hakeem, Shaq. I think those are the guarantees that I'm definitely putting over him.
Oh, Kareem as well.
Everybody else?
Kareem won.
And Kareem, yeah, and Kareem, yeah.
Bill too.
Who?
Bill Russell too.
I'm putting in Bill. Yeah, I said Bill. Yeah,
I'm
Bill.
gonna say
Yeah, I said Bill.
I
Yeah,
was like, wait a minute. I
Kareem
was
got
like, Bill, you're finna see Bill Russell in your dreams tonight.
yeah. I said Bill because I messed up on him the first time. So yeah, Bill.
Yeah,
and them 6 I would put over him personally.
I got to put
So
on Patrick.
I got him at 6 right now, and the only 5 I got over him. So first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure I don't forget him. Bill Russell's number is retired league wide. He's the only player in the league history whose number is retired league wide. He is without a doubt. He's got to be right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got to be there. You know what I'm saying? All respect to the legend. 11 rings. Ain't nobody touching that ever.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then so I got Bill over him for sure. Shaq Diesel over him for sure. You know what I'm saying? Most dominant player ever. For sure, he over him. I got Kareem obviously over him as well. All-time leading scorer before LeBron. Kareem got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem Olajuwon is there. I think you can't. When Jordan retired, Hakeem literally did everything that you could possibly do in a year. He did. If I'm not mistaken, I seen it earlier today, but if I'm not mistaken, he won MVP, he won a championship, he won Finals MVP, and he won Defensive Player of the Year, and he was NBA All First Team in the same year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That right there alone makes you a top 5 or whatever at your position.
Yeah, one of only two players in MVP same year. 94.
Yep. And so yeah, I got Hakeem. And then the 5th that I would have over him, and he's in my opinion, he's barely over him because I really don't even believe that he exists, is Wilt Chamberlain. That's the only other one that that I got over him. Because when we look at Wilt, you know, I hate to say it, but I feel like we gotta have an asterisk beside Wilt.
He was
Because,
low-key playing against plumbers and electricians.
He wasn't playing against nobody, man.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie. That's
And
fair.
I'm not.
Hey man,
And I'm not trying to take nothing away from him because it's not his fault. But you know what I'm saying? It's a totally different league. He never played in a league with somebody that was even close, remotely close to. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but
Bill,
when he was
Yeah, I
when
mean,
he
like,
was
He was cooking
Will,
Bill.
Will,
Bill,
Will,
now. He kept losing
Will.
to Bill Russell.
He was cooking the shit out of Bill individually, but his teams was just better.
regardless, Wilt's numbers are. I still think they fake, bro. Like I think somebody made them shits up, no cap. So,
That man
but
took
I'm gonna have.
NBA.
But at this moment in time,
Say that.
but at this moment in time, Wilt is you can't not have Wilt in your you know what I'm saying, in your list. So yeah, I got Wilt.
Yeah, that's exactly why I got him in my list, because that man is the Sasquatch of the NBA. Like
Yeah,
when you got Jokic doing things in the playoffs that ain't been done since him,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
when you really get the gears going in your head. Like, oh shit,
Exactly. Like
really there.
Jokic is literally doing, in my opinion, Jokic is doing what Wilt did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's doing right now in this moment of time. He's the first player to ever lead an entire playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists. And he did it at the 5. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something unheard of. You would think somebody like a LeBron James would have did that,
Yeah.
but no. You know what I'm saying? It was Jokic, right? I mean, Jokic has the most triple doubles all time by a
That's
center,
crazy.
right? And he's only 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? Jokic, if you look at all the numbers in Nuggets history, now don't get me wrong, I know we ain't really ever had, well, I ain't gonna say that, but when you look at all the numbers in Nuggets history, Jokic is gonna be at the top of every list when he retires. You know what I'm saying? As long as he don't retire, young. But like this guy is literally changing how teams are playing in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? They're changing how many bodies they throw at bigs. You know what I'm saying? They're changing who they throw at bigs. You know what I mean? Like, because Jokic is playing the position in a way that guys have never played the position before. You know what I'm saying? When Shaq was playing the position, Shaq was just bodying everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
He wasn't really putting the ball on the deck. He was just doing one step and throwing the ball down on people's heads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Shaq wasn't passing the ball like that. Not saying that he even had to. That was his game. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem did all his work, putting the ball in the hoop and defensively. You know what I'm saying? Kareem obviously doing what he did with the most points in NBA history. Wilt, you know what I'm saying? Them folks was writing down crazy ass numbers because they were seeing that tall ass black man do some shit they ain't never seen before.
Straight video games
But
he was doing.
yeah, they seen him jump 2 feet and thought he scored 6 points in one basket.
Oh my
You know
god.
what I'm saying? But that's
Time out.
but
Why all this slander for Will? Why
no, it's not.
Man,
It's not slander. It's just I think people seen him. They seen him. They never seen nobody that tall. They never seen nobody that fast. You know what I'm saying? And obviously he was black. You know what I'm saying? They never seen nobody do it like that before. And so they was like, oh man, this dude just scored 100 points. When really he probably only scored 30.
Like in
But
a
they
way,
took-
in a
but-
way, he's
but
somebody
they-
averaged 55 points a game.
Right.
They,
He really,
This man stupid.
he probably only scored 30. They probably just got tired of counting.
man.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You scored 100 points, but ain't nobody got a video of it. Now you tell me how that worked, bro.
Now,
But
Kim,
somehow they,
It was
but somehow,
1962.
but somehow they got pictures of you in 4K OLED in color. But they ain't got a pic. But the only thing they got of your 100-point performance is you holding up a sheet of paper with the word 100 on it, or with the number 100 on it.
It was Jim Crow, bro. It is what it is.
now, hey, look, I want to ask y'all, bro, because there was something that I stumbled across, and it was somebody talking about Jokic has passed Kevin Durant in terms of legacy.
Hell no.
Okay, let me
Nope.
give a little piece on this real quick. So, I think I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all probably gonna disagree with me on this,
Hey.
but I think Kevin Durant all the time is a little bit overrated, bro. Just a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, he's an elite scorer and he's probably one of the best scorers to ever touch a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Period. But like, he ain't did nothing by himself, bro. You know You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. He was a number 2 in Golden State. I know people go. I know people go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
bro.
disagree with you, bro.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
Like he's not
He
in terms of the score, but like in terms of who the offense was built around and who everybody had on the scout sheet, like this is the man we really got to look at. It was Steph Curry because you had like the whole damn team looking at Steph Curry and 94 feet behind the damn basket. Like that's
right.
But
Right.
I won't go. I won't say he was number two on that.
I
team.
mean,
number 2 though.
somebody had to be number 2. You know what I'm saying? And the way I see it,
MVPs.
the way I see it is Steph's numbers when KD got there, Steph's numbers did not drop. All right. Steph stayed exactly what he was. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Kevin Durant, you know, first and foremost, I think Steph very well could have won at least one of them finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
And
2018.
I think when you look at what Kevin Durant has done without Steph Curry, when you look at the whole resume, he made the finals once, sure, but it's really not that pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that pretty without Steph Curry. So
let me ask you a question, Cam. So where would you, if just rough ballpark, where would you rank KD as far as overall in all time? Just give me like an area.
So
Gonna put that in
I had KD in my top 20 all time, but I'm looking at what guys like Giannis have done. I'm looking at what guys like Jokic have done. I'm looking at what guys like
top 20, are you?
I'm looking at guys like what Dirk have done.
Cam,
like
you're not about to drop him top 20, are you?
I'm dropping him lower than 20, bro.
Oh, okay. We'll save this for our podcast.
Let me put
this is prime material right here.
Hold on. Let me say this. And I'm gonna come back with some heat when we get on our podcast, because I'm just saying this is off the top of my dome. But I'm gonna come back with some heat. But let me just say it like this. I personally think he's still top 30, but that's where I got him ranked at, somewhere in the top 30. I think if it were me, like if I were to just look at both his career and a guy like Giannis or a guy like Jokic, I'm probably second guessing if I'm taking Kevin Durant over both of those guys all the time.
Okay, let me comment real quick. And I'll say this: we're gonna have to talk about this on our podcast once we get up and going. Yeah. This is a good topic.
Wow.
Kevin Durant, to me,
so go vote.
Now I will agree with you on this, Cam. I do think all time I'm putting Steph over KD. We don't disagree on that part. I think Steph is like a top, maybe even 10 player at this point.
I got Steph in the top 10.
Yeah, I would too. Probably at like 10 or 9. I would have him right there. But anywhere between 9 and 11 or 12, I wouldn't be mad. So I do agree with you on there. But I'm putting KD at like anywhere between like 13 and 18. Like for me at least, it's hard for me to, because of the talent alone. Like he's just so freaking talented, bro. Like for me, it's hard for me not to put him in like you said the top 30. It's crazy to be.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to come back to this though.
Because bro, that's a hard discussion. I mean, for me, right? How far apart would you say Steph Curry is as compared to KD? I don't think
for me personally.
I think it's a gap, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
Yeah, like Steph Curry like think about it. KD is one of the greatest pure scorers I've ever seen touch the floor.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like off of that alone.
But like Steph Curry though, bro, he changed the entire game of basketball.
Steph is a different breed, bro. Like I can't.
Definitely.
I got Steph over KD all time, but not that far off.
I don't feel like it's like Steph is at 9, KD's at 30. Like I'm not
that far off, but like I think Steph's like 10 and then KD's like 20-ish.
Yeah.
In that
that's a little bit more reasonable. Like 20, 19, 18. Yeah. I would probably put him around like anywhere between like 50, like 13 to 20. So anywhere in that area to me is pretty good. But like I can't put like Giannis them above like
Well, KD.
We 3 votes in. though.
I can't put
Votes
Giannis
in.
above KD, bro. I'm
I
sorry.
can't do that.
Let it run up.
I can't put Giannis above.
Because you got to think about who's there, bro. You got Dirk, you got KG, Tim Duncan.
They're
Those
all
guys.
in that area.
Right.
Dunk is definitely top 10.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
Duncan's in my top 10.
Duncan probably in my top 10. I gotta look at my list because I made one.
Scottie Pippen, Kawhi Leonard. They got to be somewhere in the top.
Kawhi Leonard's strange to me. I don't really know what it is.
Okay,
That's the
so,
one I would
hold on,
put
that's
my
a-
30
okay.
and below.
Top
That's a question.
top 30,
Okay.
top 35 for me, Kawhi.
35, just because you didn't play enough games. But
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say that's the one that you need to be saying he at 35.
Well, when I say he top 30, I mean he like 30. Like 30 is the lowest I would put him. I wouldn't put him at 30. Like I probably got KD. At
We're gonna have to do
22
this
or
on our
something.
podcast, but we're gonna have to literally
I have
list
to-
this out because this is
I
crazy.
had to.
This is a
Yeah, I
great
had to get a list.
Great topic.
I had to get a list because, like, I just like I said, when I look at what Kate. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand like that he did it. He did win his rings. He won his Finals MVPs. He got an MVP trophy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's top 20 all time in league scoring. Like, yeah, he got a really good resume, and multiple first team All NBAs, multiple All-Star appearances. I mean, he's done everything that he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But when we talk about championships and when we talk about how these guys did it, really I ain't gonna say by themselves, but Giannis did it. I mean, his second best player was fucking Drew Holiday. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's a good player, but Drew
I
Holiday
mean, it's
not
probably
going to the
Chris
Hall of
Middleton.
Fame.
Though. Chris Middleton was good.
Middleton balled out in those finals.
Yeah,
Okay,
Chris Middleton was pretty good.
Chris Middleton. But either way, neither one of those guys are going to the Hall of Fame. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? KD.
I'm about to say, in the NBA though, Chris Middleton probably can make it.
Chris
I was like,
Hold on.
honestly.
Middleton,
It's not as hard as the NFL Hall of Fame. All you got to be in to get into the NBA Hall of Fame is good.
Like,
If you're good, you're getting in.
Wait, pause. Y'all saying Chris Middleton?
No,
Chris Middleton's getting in the Hall of Fame.
He's
Bro.
getting Hall of Fame.
He's an
Champion.
all-star, he's a champion, gold medalist.
Yeah, he's getting in.
what I say about that. He'll make it, but it's gonna take a while. It ain't gonna be like
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be first ballot, no, but he's gonna get in though. Now, this
I
is
don't know,
NFL standards. We'd be having a different conversation.
That's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts.
But back to my original point. Either way, we're talking about KD won his rings with two players that probably should have. Clay probably could have been on that top 75 all time list. Probably.
Probably should have.
You know what I'm saying? Steph is top 10 all time. Draymond probably top 200 all time at least. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't think anybody gonna have Chris Middleton in their top 400 all time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody gonna have Drew Holiday in their top 200 all time. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis did it with a worse supporting cast,
The worst
a
coach.
way worse supporting cast, way worse coach. I mean, we're talking about what who they did it with and what they did it with. And Giannis did it earlier in his career than KD did.
All right, but look, Cam. Let's be real. If James Harden doesn't get hurt, come on now. They're in a championship run.
I mean, though,
Yeah, they would have won a chip.
players that, but then I wouldn't connect with the Brooklyn stuff because it's KD, it's Kyrie and James Harden. Players with a history of getting hurt inevitably got hurt.
Oh, you talking about in Brooklyn? Okay, I thought you meant
Brooklyn.
Oh,
thought you talking about OKC.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, see,
Okay.
Harden just sucked in the finals when they got there.
I mean, they could have got there with just Russ and KD in 16 when they blew the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, they really could have.
Yeah.
So somebody,
I mean, they.
somebody
again,
this. And
Let me
Wait,
see
Amy,
this.
put it back up. Put it back up.
Yeah,
top 75 players, they have Kevin Durant number 13.
that makes more sense to me. Like personally.
okay, hold on. Hold on. Bring that.
Hold on.
Bring that list back.
AB, send me that picture. I'm gonna put it up. Send me that picture.
Yeah, put it on here because I don't like the
Yeah,
debate.
put it on there.
Because
We might
It
as
looked a lot
well-
better in totality.
we might as well talk about it now. Shoot, let me see. Because
Yeah,
listen,
go
man,
ahead and put
like
that
I
list
said,
up here because I
I'm
want to
not
talk
trying to
about this.
I'm not
We're
trying
gonna
to
talk
take
about this on
I'm
my podcast too, because this is a good topic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good.
I'm not trying to take nothing away from Kevin Durant. I really ain't. But
I see it.
Kevin Durant is annoying. I think he's
Yeah.
annoying, but talent alone, bro, he's he's better than like Giannis and them people. Like we do gotta include. I know rings and stuff is like what matters and all that, but talent alone, talent alone.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Giannis not.
I think Giannis is better than him right now, but in
right now, yeah.
in totality, though.
I just feel like Giannis, the way he did it, bro, and the dominance that he had. I mean, this man won 50 in the final. He scored 50 in the final closeout game, bro. Like the stuff about Giannis that we don't talk about. Like, bro, can again, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Ring. Like, he's got a resume, and he's so young for him to have that resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have Giannis ranked very high on my list all the time. Very high.
I want to go over this list. I'm waiting on Jerry to put it. I ain't trying to take over your podcast, but I'm just this caught me off guard. I'm not.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Hey, matter of fact, send it to y'all podcast.
Yeah, I got it right here in front. I was gonna wait so the fan, like the crowd can see it and everybody can see it. Okay, there we go. So let me. I just want to see something. So Cam, you telling me you would put Julius Irvin, excuse me. You would put him over Kevin Durant? I'm asking.
No.
Okay. What about the Admiral?
No, probably not.
Robinson from the Spurs. Would you put him over Durant? Okay. Would you put
Moses? Hold on. Let me
Malone over Durant?
Let me read this list. Hold on. Let me see who on this. See. All right. So, who made this list? Did somebody make this list?
Somebody made it.
I'm trying to see. Is this somebody made this list, or is this an actual NBA list?
Somebody made it.
Athletic as of October 2022. So it came.
Okay. All right. So for me, so the reason why I don't like this list, there's a couple things I don't like about this list. So I really like the top 10. All right. I'm all for that top 10.
Yeah,
me personally,
top 10.
Me personally, I would take. Now this was 2022. But me personally, Steph Curry, he's got to be at least 11. At least.
Yeah. I agree.
Looking at the guys on the list, I love the top 3. I'm not gonna say anything about Bill Russell being at 4 because he's obviously a legend. Magic was in my top 5, so yes.
Yeah.
Wilt was the guy for me that I didn't really have in my top 10 because I just don't believe in nothing. but Curry, I would have Curry in my top 10. I would have Wilt probably sitting right outside. Bean, I'm gonna leave Bean in there. I'm gonna leave TD in there. You know what I'm saying? Shaq got to be in there because of the dominance alone.
Yeah.
I like the big O right there at 12. I like Hakeem right there. KD being that high for me, don't do it for me. You see what I'm saying? I would on this list right here. On this specific list right here, I would take Curry and put him over Durant. Yeah. I would leave Durant at 14. And then, so Giannis being at 24, I would probably slide Giannis up.
I would literally
you would put KD anywhere between pretty much.
I would slide Giannis
up. What you telling me from 14 to 20 something?
Yeah, I would probably have him. I would say, on looking at this list, the names on this list, he's top 15 on the names on this list. I would put Dirk higher. I think Dirk is top 20. I would put Giannis higher. I think Giannis is top 20. Let me see who else on this list. I would at this point in time, I would put Jokic top 30.
So you can go to put Jokic
at this point in time. Yeah, I would put Jokic that high at least. And that's really it. I mean, everybody else, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's in a really good spot. Like I said, I just think Giannis, Jokic are too low. I think Durant is just I don't think Durant should be higher than Curry. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that.
So wherever you have Curry, I think Durant should be lower.
I do agree with you on
that. And then that's really it. I mean, the rest of the list look kind of, it's all right.
I pretty much have one problem with this list.
You about to say James Harden?
No.
Oh.
There's one person on this list that should be higher, even though he's in the top 10.
Who's that?
Kobe. I'm putting Kobe over Larry Bird. I'm putting Kobe over Larry Bird.
I'm not.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, but
I'm not mad at it. I
That's
think my
extremely
my top 5 would be probably Michael Jordan, obviously LeBron 2, Kareem 3. I know we just had a Bill Russell love session, and I get that he is amazing. I'm putting Magic over him.
I feel you.
Yeah, honestly,
put Magic
Yeah,
at
me
4.
too.
perfect set. I would flip Magic for Bird for Bill.
For Bill, yeah, and I would maybe put
I had-
Bill
yeah.
at 5, and then maybe like Kobe at 6. Personally, for me,
So Kim, I mean, I don't like Shaq over Kobe.
I will say this.
yeah,
I'm this gonna really be controversial to y'all. Y'all can think I'm crazy when I say this. Between Kobe and Magic, it might be a debate on who's higher between them two. For me,
Magic said Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time.
Kobe for 20 years kill people, kill hopes and dreams.
It was more like 12 that he did that. But
The man was a. I see.
Kobe is my favorite basketball player of all time. So
Yeah.
I still feel like Magic was better though, personally. But
Magic's
it could go either way
I got-
for me.
I got Magic as at 4 for me.
Because to me,
I
I
got-
feel like Magic is the best point guard of all time, in my opinion.
But
And
I would definitely have him over Larry Bird. Like me
Yeah,
personally,
I would have Kobe over Larry Bird. Yeah,
I love what Larry Bird did. He's a legend. And let's be honest, probably the baddest white boy to ever play the game. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest.
probably.
But I'm putting Kobe over him because just the skills, the leadership, just the work. Like you is something that you don't really see nowadays. That's what's missing in a lot of these players nowadays.
yeah.
Just that mentality. There's a reason why we say Mamba mentality. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
mentality is
I mean,
all-time.
It's crazy.
My mentality is all-time great marketing on this part. I will
Oh,
say.
yeah.
No, it was. It really was.
Dang, bro. It's just crazy to see, bro. Like Jokic is jumping all this.
Yeah,
He jumping
he's
most
definitely
of these
above
guys.
Chris Paul. He's definitely above. I would.
Bro, who put Dwayne Wade behind Rick Barry? Y'all disrespectful, brother.
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
Y'all mad
I
disrespectful.
was gonna say
Jokic
Wade a little low, bro. Wade a
Nah,
little low.
I will
I'm not
say
gonna lie
if
to you.
one person on this list I like a lot that would be a lot higher on this list if he played in today's NBA, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would be high if he played in today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But,
I mean, some people will argue like before Steph blew up, he was probably the second best point guard of all time behind Magic. A lot of people would make that
It's-
argument.
Like,
It was
Yeah.
yeah. I think really. I remember for a while, the top 5 point guards everybody had. I think Magic was unequivocally number 1.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people had the Big O right there at 2.
Yeah.
I had him at 2. Isaiah Thomas was up there. I know Steph had finally made his way up in there, and then a lot of people had like either CP3 or
John
Stockton up there.
Mhm.
But for me, man, I think
But like, let's be honest. What did he really do? That
What we
was
talking about?
John Stockton. I'm not saying he wasn't a great player as he was, but
so. They say Stockton was a great defensive mind too. That's what I heard.
Great
I
defender.
don't know. I ain't.
Great
Nah.
defensive mind.
AB
He-
pretty much called that man a assist.
A plumber.
That's what he
That's
called
it.
him.
hey man, when you
Spreadsheet.
with your all-time leader in the city, you doing something right. I mean, let's be real.
Right.
I mean,
But
I'm
I think what you're trying to say is
not
that's
trying to
all he really did was get assists.
I think he the all-time leader in steals too, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
I think he is, but I will say this: between him and Steph Curry, who you taking?
But who? Steph,
Steph.
yeah,
It's
that ain't
Steph.
no
It's-
question.
Man,
It's Steph.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Steph, man.
Don't
Listen.
see-
Listen,
I
one
already know how that
reason,
debate.
another reason why I got Steph ranked. Another reason why I got Steph ranked so high is like y'all got to remember this man got 4 rings. He
Yeah.
got 4 NBA championships. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't nothing to scoff at. I mean, freaking Kobe and Magic, they got 5. You know what I'm saying? Like KD only got 2. You know what I mean? So I got Steph ranked way up there for me,
Yeah.
man. Way up there.
He top 10 for me.
Here's a real debate. You taking Stockton or CP3?
Ooh.
The guy doesn't get hurt.
I gotta take Stockton.
You got who?
I gotta take Stockton.
I think CP a better player, but like also Stockton actually was durable.
Yeah.
Got to the finals twice.
And I was about to say Stockton actually made it to the finals and ran into MJ.
I mean,
so,
Yeah, that's fair.
so him ran into Giannis.
he was up 2-0 in the series too.
I'm gonna take
After
I'm
that,
gonna take
tough
CP3
one.
because he black.
For me, bro,
Yeah.
I just as much as this man gets slandered, bro, I hate how much Russell Westbrook's legacy got tarnished at the end. Like,
bro.
That's enough. You take
So okay, hold on. Put the picture back up there. Put the
That's
picture back up
another
there.
one, yo. Westbrook or Stockton.
he got Russell.
I would say, bro, listen.
You said
I'm glad you brought up Westbrook name, bro. Put the picture back up there real quick, bro.
Is Westbrook even in the top 75?
He number 40 something. I think he
Okay.
46.
46.
46.
46. Okay, yeah, I see him.
I think, listen, I like Westbrook. Like, he is literally one of my favorite players ever. 46. I don't know if that's a good spot. I feel like he should be a little bit higher.
I think so.
But then again,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like, you know, it's hard to put a lot of these players. It's hard to rank them because, like, a lot of times, you know, people value rings and they value what they do in the playoffs and stuff. But when you look at what Westbrook has done, just overall, I mean, that dude. I mean, the triple doubles speak for themselves, bro. I mean, just absolute
Crazy.
stuff in the stat sheet. I mean, dude used to just give it to you every single night, bro. Like in his prime, people forget that shit because of what it's been looking like lately. You know what I'm saying? But man, I had Westbrook way higher than that, man. And I don't think I keep it a buck with you. I don't think James Harden should be that much higher than Westbrook is.
See, that's the
13
thing too. He can't be that
13
much higher,
cents.
can he?
You say he can't be?
He can't be. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
that would be.
No, I don't think he should be.
Yeah,
Because, I mean,
be way higher than Westbrook. They pretty much essentially had a pretty similar career.
a similar career. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the argument. James Harden had a better career, I guess, later on, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, they shouldn't it ain't no whole 13 slots, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's a significant gap, and I think they're similar players, accomplishment-wise. They both got
Yeah.
MVP, both got All-Stars, All-NBAs, all that. They don't really go far in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, they're the same guy.
Right.
in another
I mean, I think
both of them over.
yeah, literally.
Oh, is it?
You taking
Over who?
both of them over John Stockton too.
I mean, I think a lot.
I mean, I ain't
clouded by the fact we never saw Stockton play.
right. Yeah.
Right
So
there.
I can't give a fair answer to that. I would say yeah, but I can't give my answer. If an old head heard me say that, he'd probably slap me. So I don't know.
I'll say it to an old head face.
Yeah, I mean, I like. I'm gonna take the guys that I know. You know what I'm saying? So
It just depends on what you want in your point guards.
I know. AB gonna say Jimmy Butler belongs on this list, but you know.
Oh no. We don't.
No, not right
well,
now.
hold on.
We need to have a conversation about that too eventually.
No, we
I'm
don't.
tired of his hype
Not
over
really.
the last couple of weeks.
The man was clearly hobbled. The man was clearly hurt. The man ankle is the size of a softball right now. The
Well, let me ask you a question, AB. Let me ask you a question, AB. Do you think Jimmy Butler is a superstar or a star?
Oof.
I would
No.
say he's a star, but he's a star in the regular season. But honestly, in the playoffs, he is a superstar.
So it's a star.
He's a star.
He's a star. Yeah, okay.
He's very much. He's the base. I've said this for years about him, and Jerry and AB both know. Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler is the baseline between being a superstar and a star.
A star.
Like,
Yeah.
One night he's going to give you 40 like all other superstars will, but he's also very liable to give you like 17 the very next
Yeah.
night.
It's weird.
See, with,
Define
He
But
is
if I-
consistent, man, when it comes to that.
but see,
define superstar.
no, go ahead, Cam. Cam, go ahead.
No, I said define superstar.
So to me, at least, a superstar is somebody you know every single night gonna give you at least 25. If we're talking 82 games, I'm talking 60-some games. They giving you 25. That's what I'm talking. We're talking about the top 7 to 10 players in the league.
Yeah, like Giannis.
Yeah, that's when I say superstar. That's what I mean.
Guys like that.
It's literally like 7 of them. It's Luka. It's guys like Giannis, Jokic, those type guys.
Yeah,
so let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. All right. So let me just put it this way: Jokic didn't average 25 this year.
Right.
So would you still consider him? And obviously, I know the answer. Now, obviously, the answer is yes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
But like this year, sure. But like in his entire like career as a number 1 guy, he's 100% superstar. We all know this.
Yeah. But
Paul Murray, he averaging 23 himself, so he's got help.
And he averaged what's it called? He averaged 26 in the playoffs. So we need to. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Since we talking about the superstar stuff, so is it about? Do you have to be, one of the very best scorers in the league, or do you have to just be a good scorer? Like what is it? Is it about points? Is it about your overall game? You know what I'm saying? What makes you a superstar? Is it about your claim to fame?
See,
you know what I mean?
Because for me personally, I would look at overall game, because even if you're having an off night shooting, not scoring, there are other ways you can impact the game and still win for your team. So if you're not scoring, maybe you have 10 assists or 11 assists. Maybe you're rebounding. You're defending at a high level. Things like that you can do to affect the game. So, well, people would say, oh, Steph one night might be, let's say, 5 for 17 shooting the ball, but if he's kicking the ball out to maybe Clay and Clay's hitting shots, Jordan Poole when he's not doing whatever the heck he's doing, if he's hitting shots, he's affecting the game like that. And Steph might have an off night, but at the same time,
he affects the game the minute he steps on the court.
His ability to shoot.
Right.
He's an anomaly.
Even though he's 5 for 17, he might hit that one shot that's a dagger that wins the game right there.
Yeah,
but also affected the game in other ways.
Right.
It's not necessarily about scoring for me. It's your overall game. That's how I look at it.
So I got 2 names, really 3 names I want to ask you boys.
I'm going to ask Jason Tatum.
Well, okay, I got 4 names now that I want to ask, because that's a name. That's a name a lot of people say, but my 4 names are, so yeah, Tatum, will throw Tatum name in there. But the 3 other names that I was really thinking about, so Kyrie Irving,
oh man,
Damian Lillard, and Bradley Beal. Now the reason why I asked those names is because we know what Dame and Bradley Beal can do. They're gonna get you 30 a night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know that. But it don't translate to a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We also know that. Now, they playing on some really bad teams.
I was gonna say
but at the same time, can we blame the fact that they playing on the bad teams because they have repeatedly doubled down on playing on those bad teams?
Oh yeah.
So at what point do we look at those guys and say, even though y'all are 2 of the very best that we have in the league, especially Dame, who's probably, I know a lot of people have him as the second best point guard in the league, but at what point do we look at him and say, we can't take your game seriously no more? Because even though you a superstar, even though you wanted the very best to lace them up every night, it don't translate to nothing.
Now, me personally, I think Bradley Beal's overrated as hell when it comes to
I don't disagree, honestly. I don't disagree. I'm not saying that like he's trash, but like I do think Bradley Beal gets hyped up a little bit much. Yeah. Like, to be honest, on most championship contending teams, let's just be real here, he is the number 2. On most champion, if you put him on any team that's competing for a championship, let's just go look at it. Let's look at it. Jokic them. He's the number 2. He's number 2 on that team. We all don't disagree there.
Murray Murray dropping number 3 Bills on that team.
Yeah. Bills on the
Yeah,
team
yeah.
3. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So let's go to now. The Celtics is interesting because I feel like Tatum is like
Number
right.
two. He's distant number 2.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say distant now.
he's not distant. Yeah, it's close, but he's probably a number 2 on that team.
I think he's a 2. I think he's a 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's look at the other contending teams. Let's go to Philadelphia, the 76ers.
Oh, he's 2.
Probably a number 2 on that team, right? So that's what I'm saying. When you really look at it, when you start looking at these championship contending teams like the Lakers or whoever, you can start seeing where do these guys really stand as players and where would they be placed if they were on these rosters.
That's facts.
He was number 2.
Hell, the other part is when they were good in Washington, he was number 2.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah.
Real quick. There's only one championship contending team where he would actually be a number 1. And it kind of pains me to say it a little bit.
I'm about to say the Heat.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna say that, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all probably the
Because y'all
only
don't-
one.
Yeah.
I don't even
Like
think
I know-
And the reason
like
that
that
is
number-
because y'all take a bunch of
y'all
walk-ons
really ain't
and,
got no-
and guys that are undrafted. That's the only reason that he was
Yeah.
number 1 overall.
Well,
Yeah.
Jimmy wouldn't have to score as much either. And
Right.
Jimmy's game
but
is
hold on. When you said Jimmy wouldn't score so much,
they don't get everybody else involved. So
Go ahead, Marcus.
so if he's there to take the load off of Jimmy, is who's number 1 then?
Right.
See,
That's it.
Because I
See, now you about to get to my point because my next question was gonna be, based off of what T had just said. My next question was gonna be, so did we consider how do we feel about Kevin Durant and Steph when they're running with the Warriors?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
That was
Because
like a better rating, okay.
No, don't get me wrong. Now,
Got this.
I know that's a crazy.
So I know you're gonna double back.
We brought it full circle.
I got this.
I know that's a crazy
Yo.
case. Don't get me wrong. It's a crazy case because like in reality they were both number
This is
ones,
the-
right?
right,
They
I
right.
got it,
That's-
y'all. I got it
This is like the ultimate 1-1.
1A, 1B, right.
Yeah.
right now. When they were both on that team, we all know Steph put the fear of God in everybody.
yeah.
Durant was actually still the number 1 option on that team.
Because in the half court, absolutely. Because then again, how many one-on-one opportunities have you see Kevin Durant have prior?
Exactly.
To
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. Because see, he was able to operate in a whole different way when he was out there.
he's a
Exactly.
cheat code.
Number 1 option there. And let's be honest, he was the best player on there.
Right.
He
But
wasn't the most important.
but as you said earlier, Cam, Steph's numbers still didn't drop off. That's true. But
I think that might be the only situation where we literally have to say
That's a
it's
complicated
1A, 1B.
situation.
Yeah,
That's like a once in a lifetime.
only- That's why they were so dominant. Like it's a 1A, 1B situation, bro. Like they had 2 elite players that are around the same level at that time. It's
In
just
They was literally the top. They was literally 2 of the top 3 players in the league.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And like
Right.
with Golden State and where they had that system with Steph Curry, like people were the entire offenses when they were bringing up defense. They were looking at Steph Curry and like spreading out all the way out to here.
Right.
Yeah.
And with Kevin Durant, like he rolls out of bed and gets you 27.
Yeah.
So with
Right.
him getting one-on-one situations with wide open gaps, especially running 1-3 pick and rolls with him with Steph Curry, good night. That was a walking 28 both ways.
Now, Cam asked about Kyrie. I don't believe Kyrie Irving is a superstar 1A.
Kyrie Irving, if he's your number 1 player, you're chasing ping pong balls or you're going to the play-in.
Yeah.
right.
I think he needs to be downgraded almost to like high level star at
Yeah.
this point.
It's-
With the injuries, the controversial stuff he got going on, he never want to be on the court. Like we got to enter all that in to be real.
Yeah. I
His
agree.
game is not conducive to being the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at too. I think, specifically on the topic of Kyrie Irving, I think when we're talking about a guy, we all understand when it comes to the handle, Kyrie is 1 of 1, right? Like there's nobody that's doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to call him Umar Iverson because of the way that
Maybe with the head.
because of the way because of the way that he be carrying himself. You know what I'm saying? On the court he dribble like Iverson, but off the court, he's
Hey,
back there
man,
like
come on,
Umar.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta
It's
put
like
respect on Kyrie Farrakhan.
I beg your
it's Kyrie Farrakhan, bro. Listen, man. I don't have Kyrie as a superstar because in my opinion, he's never when he was a number one in Cleveland, they was like you said, chasing ping pong balls. You know what I'm saying? And when LeBron got there, yeah, he stepped up to the plate, and yeah, he was a very good star, a very good running mate with LeBron James. But then he made the decision himself to leave and go to the Boston Celtics. And Jerry, as you know, it didn't work out too well. You know what I'm
To
saying?
be fair, it worked out well the first year. Then he got hurt, and then they got far without him. And then after
Right.
that, everything got weird.
Then after that, exactly, it got weird
Real
because they
weird.
realized that okay, maybe we really don't need this guy to be the number one. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kyrie gotta settle into his role and I think he is settling into that role now where he's like, okay, I maybe I am the number two. And there's nothing wrong with being a number two in the NBA.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that at all, especially because there are players way better than Kyrie Irving in the NBA right now. He's played with three of them in LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and now Luka Doncic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Kyrie is always going to be one of the league's most popular players, which is why I asked the question earlier. I said, is it just about scoring or yeah, exactly. Because I feel like in terms of popularity, he's a superstar because everybody buy his because of his shoes and all of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All that stuff.
Right, exactly. In terms of popularity, he's a superstar.
Yeah,
But in terms of on the court, what he be doing, you know what I'm saying? He's a high level star right now. To me, and really, you can make the argument that he might be a mid-level star because, like Tony said, he don't really be reliable and available as much as you want even a high-level star to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always say, as a Heat fan, keep him far away from my roster.
Pat Riley just man trade off for him.
And guess what? The Draco was pulled.
Hey, but AB, y'all need
No.
see me and Marcus said y'all cannot win a championship with Bam and Jimmy as 1 and 2.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna.
I agree.
Go,
Yeah.
come to your senses, and we got you, brother.
Now, I will say this though about the Heat. Y'all got some really good players in place that y'all definitely need to be trying to keep. But those players are, I say, Bam. Obviously, Bam's got to be untouchable for y'all.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
Yes, he's untouchable.
Gotta be.
Basketball
Gotta be untouchable.
Jimmy, absolutely.
Jimmy Butler is damn near untouchable. If he's not untouchable, he's damn near untouchable. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be as close to untouchable as you can get if he's not already untouchable.
Oh
You know
no,
what I'm
he's
saying? The only reason why I say that there's a chance that he could be touched is because he is getting older. You know what I'm saying? And y'all might decide y'all want to, get somebody younger in there.
Yeah.
But
At the top three that's not untouchable is definitely Tyler Hero.
yeah.
Tyler
And I think Tyler Hero.
Yeah, I think Tyler Hero out of there. I'm gonna be honest.
Tyler Hero. His name. If Portland says Dame for Tyler Hero straight up, don't y'all dare deny that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Send it in,
Send
bro.
that thing in. Send that thing in.
Tyler, get your going up to Portland. Get your
Yeah.
right going up to Portland. You going, brother. I love you, but you gotta go.
I hope you
Look,
like the
Tyler
Northwest
is
player.
true.
I think a name like y'all need to be trying to keep Caleb Martin. I think he gave y'all really good minutes. I think
Hold
y'all
on.
need to be.
He's still under contract for another 2 years. That's what people don't know.
Okay, well there you go. So you got Caleb Martin. I think Duncan Robinson need to stay, and I think y'all actually need to utilize him as a shooter, like like Utah was using Joe Ingles for years. I think y'all need to just deploy Duncan Robinson and get him out there and let him shoot. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero, again, if y'all gonna activate him, y'all need to be giving him some minutes. I don't know what the hell was going on last night. Why he didn't?
I don't know why he didn't play.
I'm a little confused because y'all was down 3-1. What do you have to lose at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like he not
Like if you're not gonna play him, why did you activate him?
why activate him? I was so confused on that one. That's probably the biggest head scratcher I didn't see from Spo all postseason.
And
That
this,
didn't really make sense.
I'm glad you said it because this is the thing. Because it was a point where I think it was 70. Y'all were up 79-76, 81-76. Neither team could score really.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have brought it in right there and immediately had some offense. Whether it was scoring or playmaking, offense would have been a whole lot better for us. We could not move the ball. We couldn't score. I'm saying like the guy is great as a ball handler. He's a great ball handler. He can actually be a point guard for us. Why is he not in the game? Like why?
I didn't understand that. And then then Spo made a decision. Spo made a decision to give Cody Zeller and Haysmith and Haysmith. He gave Cody Zeller and Haysmith Highward some minutes, and I just didn't.
Highsmith can play, but you read my mind with Cody Zeller.
Yeah,
The man was a -5 on the court, and how many points did we lose by?
Then again, what option did you really have?
Kevin Love as the backup 5. Man, nothing.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. That's why he didn't play the first 3 quarters. Kevin Love was the backup 5.
Yeah, that was random, bro.
They let DeAndre Jordan got minutes in this game and outplayed Cody Zeller.
Yeah. DeAndre Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, Reggie Jackson got in for a spell. Like this was a really tough game to watch. It's probably, I know Tony, you said it best. This is probably the worst last final game in a long time. Like usually them things be kind of exhilarating, but boy, last night that jump was hard to watch.
And we
at
couldn't
that
get
point.
anything off. We never could hit free throws or threes.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. It was hard to watch, but it was still a good game though.
But overall, like Tony said, the finals was not a great finals, bro.
Because you knew what the result was going to be if you didn't overthink it.
Right.
I
think overall, kind of loop back into the superstar conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think really in a finals like this, when you really only had one superstar show up, you know what I'm saying, and Jokic, I think the result was as expected. You know what I mean? Jimmy did not play well this series. I think we can go ahead and say that he didn't play that well.
He did.
Bam, I thought Bam played very well. I think in my opinion, I think conversations need to be had about Bam Adebayo.
He played a lot
people
better in the finals. I thought he was honestly at times their best player in the finals. Honestly.
Most of the time, 75%.
Yeah.
Fans against the Celtics saying, "Oh, Bam need to sit. Bam need to sit." I'm sitting like, "What are y'all talking about?"
No.
But he's rebounding and defending, which
he showed some grit in that finals for sure.
He was overmatched as hell, but he did everything he possibly could.
Yeah, he did a good job, I thought.
That's why I say as overmatched as people thought, because I thought he was gonna get his anyway. Let's be honest. The only knock on Jokic in this game is he's not that great of a defender. Like you can go at him, but we all knew that Bam had to go at him. That's what he did. But
it's like Bam played phenomenally and he sucked at the same time.
Yeah, it's hard to describe because it's like it's really unfair to Bam because he did everything he was supposed to do. It's just when you're playing against the best player in the world, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
And then after DeAndre Jordan, he was playing well, and then DeAndre Jordan came in. After that, he was like 2 of 17 or something like that.
It's just the size and athleticism that gets Bam. If you got some size and athleticism,
this take right here, I'm telling you right now, I will send Andy Ellsberg to the Sun. This happened. Pat Riley, you want to move up out of that house that you in Miami. We gonna move you to Overtown if this happens.
You don't want Carolina Rozier, man?
Come on.
Scary Terry don't move the needle?
No. I saw what he did in Boston, and then after he went to Charlotte. No said. Tony from Charlotte. I'm pretty sure he can tell you what Scary Terry. Well, he was scary, all right. Them darn numbers he was putting up in Charlotte was scary. So they won.
To be honest, Miami needs some durability. They need some players that's gonna not get injured.
The thing with Miami is, this is what it is. They are too goddamn small.
Yeah, we do need size.
Like
Yeah,
they're tall.
is Bam your tallest player, bro?
That's
He
sick.
might. He damn near might be.
He's the tallest player.
Bam's like our third tallest player. The only two that are taller are Kevin Love and that bald guy that I'm not going to mention because if I mention his name again, I'm going.
They were just at such a size disadvantage in the entire series. Like Michael Porter Jr. at 6'10" at the 3 is taller than Bam.
Yeah.
That's
They got a
tough.
size problem bad.
It's like,
That's tough.
yeah, it's like Porter didn't shoot particularly well. In fact, he shot like dog shit after game 2, but he rebounded his ass
he
off,
did.
and he got a lot of cuts in. Christian Brown off the bench's athleticism and his size gave him fits. Bruce Brown, same deal. Uncle Jeff
Man,
at times even gave him some problems. Like it was
bro,
just good overall.
I'm so damn proud of the team, bro. I mean, Christian Brown as a rookie, golly, bro. Like you played your ass off, my boy.
Won 2 rings.
Uncle
He
Jeff
changed
Green,
game 3.
yeah. Uncle Jeff Green, bro.
That man, finally,
I am so happy.
Good
for
lord.
Jeff.
that man finally got
Bro.
it.
Jeff deserved it, bro.
I will say I was happy for Jeff
Bro,
Green.
this man-
That long and finally got him a ring.
The man almost died in the
Jeff.
career.
Hey man, shout out to my boy
He's
Ish Smith,
Bro,
man.
Ish.
North Carolina
ring.
legend. Glad to see him get a ring.
13 teams in 13 seasons. And he
Yep.
finally got himself. Reggie Jackson, DeAndre Jordan,
yeah.
and Doc
Everybody on the
Lot
team.
of cities
had to watch both of those guys. Doc Rivers and Blake Griffin had to watch both of those guys win a ring without him.
Hey, well, it was just one more person that,
No, they
that
sick.
played
No,
a
they
good
sick.
role on this team earlier in the season. Bones Highland, baby.
On Tyler. Yeah, he gonna get a ring
Get
though.
that. Get,
Man,
listen,
he was talking
no,
about
no.
Jamal Murray.
Crazy.
Now look at him. Jamal Murray got the ring
Listen.
while he's sitting in LA at home.
Listen, like
Never get the ring.
I said to somebody earlier, whatever ring Bones Highland was eligible for, go ahead and duplicate them shits and send one to Carmelo, send one to Alex English, send one to David
boy.
Thompson. Don't Bones Highland better not, but he better not call no Mike Malone or anybody for no congratulations. You get your ass over there where you want to be, in LA. That's where you can be.
Bro, that man wanted to get his game off so bad. He wanted Michael Malone and every time out just to yell Bones, do his ass in every damn set play. Instead of cutting Jokic to get you the ball. And now you in LA, you still can't put your do his ass offense on the court.
Yep.
Sad times, bro.
Exactly, bro.
They
That's
were
the
Bones
real
Highland,
funny
though.
thing.
Bones Highland like I ain't trying to disrespect him or nothing like that. I promise you I'm not. He like one of them AAU players. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
when I think
Yeah.
about him, he
Yeah.
like one of them, like he shine in the AAU, but in the NBA, he's a 12, 5, and 2 type guy. Like he ain't
Shit,
and
he
that's
barely that.
best. Like
That's on the high end.
yeah, like I really
It's
don't
barely
see
that.
Cole Heisman being elite or even like good. Really, he's just gonna be an average player in the league.
It's
Right.
crazy though. Like Michael Porter Jr. is everything people thought Bones Highland was going to be.
Exactly.
In the sense that he was
You know-
very much one of them guys mentally. He wanted to kind of get his game up, but he kind of shaped up and realized, okay, I can affect the game in other ways. I'm tall.
Exactly.
I got length.
Exactly.
You know, one of y'all play 2K3
Exactly.
and Bones Highland do the same thing on the game he do in real life.
Jack
No,
up some crazy
sure.
ass shots, bro.
Make it so crazy though. If you were like a 12, 5, and 5 dude in the NBA, them guys get $40 million too. I don't know why you complaining about Bruce.
Yeah,
get
he
that.
would have still been on the team if he tried that. But no, Bones wanted to be a 28-0-0 guy. That was his whole thing.
0 is crazy.
He wanted to score.
Yep.
That's what Bones wanted to do.
DeAndre Jordan and Reggie Jackson winning a ring for Lob City before Blake CP3 or Glenn Rivers is phenomenal. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie.
It's hilarious.
But shout out
Listen, man.
DeAndre Jordan too, for real, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff he done went through, teams he done played for basically being phased out on something.
Yeah.
Getting on this team, being able to win a ring. Look, man, DeAndre, if you want to retire, go on and retire and go out on top.
And
Yeah.
he got to play in the
Yeah.
side in game 5 and he had an impact on it.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
real fun fact about this whole Nuggets team: the only person on the team that had a championship was KCP.
Yeah,
Yep, Lakers
number one.
early.
That was Lakers in 2020. So he
So
just
now KCP
and
hurt
he
that year.
and he just got it. He just got it a couple years ago, and he had to beat us to go. He had to go through us to get to it. So shout out to
KCP a legend. KCP a hood legend, man. This man was playing the NBA with an ankle monitor on work release. Now he got 2 rings.
Damn, man had in the middle of the game with an ankle. Boy, we ain't. I hope we ain't never got to see that
This
again.
man was getting buckets with an ankle monitor on, bro. He had to charge that bitch at halftime.
He literally.
I wanted that thing off.
I will say, funny, cool thing about KCP though is one of them years with the Lakers. I think it was the year before they won the championship, but he was an absolute brick, bro. Like it was real bad. Like they was calling him Contavious Baldwell. Nope. Like it was real bad, bro. It was real bad.
I would say that's a better nickname than what was the nickname you had? Somebody, it was you because you was on last week.
I had a nickname for some who was we talking about last week?
I do remember this.
Because you call him Emmanuel Boutier.
Oh yeah, Emmanuel. Yeah, we call him Emmanuel Boutier in Denver though. But no, man, like Contavious Baldwell went from that to being an absolute bucket for the Nuggets. I mean, this man was just shooting shit, and they wasn't even hitting the rim, bro. That jump was going straight through. Like that jump was crazy, bro. And he's getting better with age. Another fun fact about him is apparently he's played the most NBA games since he came into the league. So that's crazy. So he's really a staple of consistency and continuity. So he's one of the, in my opinion, I knew he was going to be a huge signing for us when we got him, but man, it's, obviously it paid off in the best way. So.
And they got him for a pack of bubble gum from the Wizards.
Yeah, that too.
And they got him for Monte Morris and Will Barton.
And see, the funny thing is, all Nuggets fans will tell you, we really, 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 really loved Monte Morris, and we used to love Will Barton, but he kind of, his game kind of got phased out. You know what I'm saying? But we really loved us some Monte Morris as a backup point guard, man. We thought he was like really one of the best backup point guards in the league. You know what I'm saying? But man, when I seen that we had to dump those 2 guys off for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, I was just like, yeah, this is they really serious about it now. Because they was holding on to Will. They was holding on to Barton for years, man. Like, God, I think he played for us almost a decade, man. Like, it was a long
that man
time
had tenure with Denver, man. I remember those squads.
Yeah.
He did. Wilson Chandler did for a while, too, when he was there.
Yep. So, Barton is like, I want to say he's the all-time leading three-point shooter in Nuggets history. I think, unless Murray done passed him this year, but
that ain't going long.
He played 8 years in the organization too.
Yeah,
I would say
it ain't gonna be that long, no. But
besides y'all know one other Nuggets fan, even on Twitter, and I ain't gonna say why because I'm gonna get cooked by Marcus and Jerry. I ain't gonna say it.
Say it.
No, bro. I want to get cooked.
Bro, I promise we're not gonna cook you, bro. Just go ahead. I promise we're not gonna cook you.
Okay, fine. Matter of fact, I'll show the person to you.
Uh-oh.
Moment of truth.
So,
the people are waiting.
But before I head off, let me see. There you go.
Oh my God.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Oh, I ain't even do nothing.
Before I head off, I do want to say this one last thing though. So I know y'all remember. I think this might have been last week we was talking about this, but my statement still stands when I say this. I still think that we looking at the 2 best players in Nuggets history at this moment in time, bro.
Wait.
I still think Nikola Jokic is number 1 for sure. But I still think Jamal Murray at least in terms of impact, and what he means to the people of Denver, I still think he top 2 in Nuggets history.
I don't totally disagree.
Wait, over Melo?
Over
I mean-
Melo.
Like with team accomplishments with this organization, absolutely. But
So
My bad. What was the question? My bad. I had to take care of it. What was going on? What was the question?
So basically what I said is, in my opinion, I think these two guys right here, right now, these are the 2 best players in Nuggets history. Right now. I think I know Jokic is there, but Murray. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
You're putting Jamal Murray over Carmelo Anthony? I said,
Hold on. So let me
Baltimore, Maryland?
hold on. So let me tell you why. All right. So when you look at not only when you look at the numbers, because when you look at the numbers, he's already cutting it real close with Carmelo. He's getting there to that point. But when you really look at the playoff numbers, he's already passed Carmelo in damn near everything. All right. He's got the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's got listen now. Carmelo Anthony didn't do 30 points on 50, 40, 90 in the finals. Nobody ever has. Actually. Nobody ever has. All right. These are the 2 best players in Nuggets history. These 2 guys.
So let me ask you a question, Cam, and we can bring this up on our podcast too when we get it going. Do you really think that, and this is just a real question, do you think Jamal Murray, if let's just remove Jokic, say Jokic was not on your team at all, do you think Jamal Murray and the crew y'all have now will have y'all in the finals?
No.
Okay, let me ask you.
But
hold on, let me ask you a question. Would they even be in the Western Conference Finals?
no.
Okay, let's go to the semis. Will they even make it to the semis? Because I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, we beating the Timberwolves.
With no Jokic.
In the first round, we beat the Timberwolves, yeah.
close. It's a hard series, but
Hold on. I'm gonna say this, Tony. Without Jokic, they beating the Timberwolves for one reason. The Timberwolves are one of the dumbest teams in the league.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But they're also injured to hell this year too.
But I guess the point I'm trying to make is, I would in Carmelo Anthony's prime, I would definitely prefer to have him over Jamal Murray.
Oh yeah, as a number 1, absolutely.
Yeah. That's the
But
point
once
I'm trying
again-
to get to. Yeah.
But once again, it's kind of like the same situation as, the best 2 Warriors ever are what? Steph and Clay, right? Would you agree?
Cam does kind of have a point in a way, and I'm gonna tell you why he has a point. You gotta think about it. How long was Carmelo in Denver? How long was it? Because I feel like he wasn't there that long.
I think it was 7 years.
So he was there
7 or 8
7
years.
years, right? And then the rest, he was with New York a good little bit, and then he was with
Oklahoma
Lakers a little bit, Oklahoma City. So okay,
Portland, Houston.
and
bouncing
Jamal
around.
Murray has just gotten to his 7th year, if I'm correct. Is that correct?
Yeah, he just got here with Denver. Yep.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not as crazy at first, because at first I was kind of hearing it like, oh, Carmelo Anthony is like worse than Jamal Murray. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. But now the more I'm thinking about it, Cam, you might be right. Like now that I'm really thinking it through, you might have a valid. But I would still probably say Carmelo, probably. But it's closer than what I think now that I've put it all together.
But I will say this. When they do the number retirement ceremony for the number 15, I better see Carmelo Anthony name up there with Jokic.
With Jokic, yeah. Jokic should be the last person to wear 15, and they both should be retired.
They both of them got both their names got to be on there. You absolutely got to do that.
They're gonna be retired. They're gonna put, like I said, what they're gonna do is they're gonna put Jokic's jersey. They're gonna do what the Heat did, bro. Because if you've seen the Heat, I know you've seen y'all's jersey retirements. Like with the Heat, they got the jersey retired, and right under it got they Hall of Fame year or whatever like that. They probably gonna for Jokic, what they probably gonna do is they're gonna have his jersey, and under it they gonna put his Hall of Fame year, and they also gonna put Finals MVP under his thing, or two-time NBA MVP. They probably gonna fill his jersey up with some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can't just put, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from Carmelo because he's literally the reason why I'm a Nuggets fan. what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take nothing from Carmelo, but in my opinion, you can't put Carmelo's 15 there and Jokic 15 there and say it's the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like Jokic's 15, in my opinion, absolutely trumps that of what Carmelo Anthony did at 15 as number 15. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I was saying about Jamal Murray, I don't think Carmelo Anthony. I'm not saying he's a worse player than Jamal Murray. No, not at all. Not even remotely close. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo's first ballot Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Murray would be lucky to get into the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when it comes to what they did while wearing the Denver Nuggets uniform, I think I speak for probably most Nuggets fans when I say Jamal Murray is probably the second, at least the ones that weren't allowed to watch Alex English and David Thompson and those guys. You know what I'm saying? I think I speak for all of us when I say that we have Jamal Murray right up there. You know what I'm saying? He's up there with definitely. He's easily a top 5, probably a top 5, 6 Nugget of all time for sure.
Yeah, because it's like Jokic, Murray, Melo, Thompson, English, Dan Issel, like
Yeah. Fat Lever, and that's it.
Yeah, like it's still a little list there, but yeah, Murray by the time he hang it up, by the time he's not Nugget no more. If they win another championship, which I think they have a solid chance of doing, depending on what happens in the West and the East and everything like that, he'll probably be number 2 by the time he retires, just off the team accomplishments and what he meant to the franchise.
Yeah.
Right. And when Tony had the dip, he said he got to wake up early tomorrow. Glad it ain't me tomorrow, at least for tomorrow. But
off day AB.
Yep, and then 5 straight days afterwards.
Small price of paper salvation, my friend.
But yeah, I think we lost. Did Jared just leave us?
I think he did.
Jared got snatched up by the feds again.
Free Jerry.
Damn, Jared, what did you do?
They took Trump and took Jared today.
Damn, Jared, I ain't be in the same sentence. Wait, I know you weren't part of whatever his schemes he had.
Man, Jerry had them documents on him, possibly. That's what the streets telling me.
They gonna offer Jerry French chicken and he gonna snitch on everybody.
Give him some McDonald's. When he come back, he might remember something.
But all right, hold on. Cam, this for you. Honestly speaking, facts, especially when you remember Jamal's sworn ACL robs from key progression. Yeah, and then we put it like, yeah.
Honestly, if you think about 2022, 2021, when especially after they got Gordon that trade, I think a healthy bird they might win that title. I'm not sure, or at least
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell folks. I know a lot of people not going. They don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? Because it just sounds blasphemous to say it, but I mean, I think the reason why we didn't. I know for a fact the main reason why we didn't make the finals these last couple of years is because the absence of Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? I think like you said, the fact that I would say last year, at least last year, I think we were in position to really compete if we had a Jamal Murray. And I think this year having Jamal, Bruce Brown, and KCP, I think those 3 players specifically is the reason why we won the championship.
I would love to see this game against the Warriors last year because they couldn't stop Jokic at all. He even got 2 games off of them with the help, with the lack of support he had. He was playing with Facu Campazzo for crying out loud.
Right.
And Golden State could do a damn thing with Jokic.
Respect Campazzo?
No.
No. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I just think, a lot of people kind of count the Nuggets out and really count Jamal Murray out. Like my man said in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Like we're missing 2 key years of Jamal Murray's progression. You know what I'm saying? Like this was literally his first year playing since he tore his ACL. You know what I'm saying? And that happened in 2021. And so it's like we just missed so much time And the last time we saw Murray in the playoffs, 50-point barrages, 30-point barrages, 40-point barrages. You know what I'm saying? And then he picked up right where he left off at in these playoffs right here. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm gonna keep banging on the door. He was the first player in NBA history to ever average 30 in the conference finals on 50, 40, 90. And people say 50, 40, 90, that's what separates you from being a good shooter to becoming one of the elite shooters. He had 30 on elite shooting splits. You know what I'm saying? Overall, his playoff numbers, if I'm not mistaken, were it was like 25, was it 25, 6 and 5 or something like that?
Yeah,
45%.
Yeah, 10 assists.
Yeah. So it's like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he put up some crazy numbers this year. And so, once again, me personally, man, I got Jamal Murray as a top. For me, he in my personal top 2 for Nuggets.
Hell, 30 on 54 nights only happened once in the regular season, let alone the finals or the playoffs.
Yeah. Let alone exactly. Like he was an outstanding player. Once again, one of my favorite players in the league. And I think it's time, for more and more people to kind of give him, his respect. I kind of, I talked about it a little bit on the TikTok over there, but I think he's in the conversation. You have to have him in the conversation for at least a top 10 point guard in the game. I got him in the conversation for top 5 because I ain't seen 5 point guards do what he just did in these playoffs.
Point guards in this league, people tend to overlook Jamal Murray. Because like Jamal Murray is one of those guys come in the league, he had to convince you he was even a point guard at all. And now looking at what he's doing, it's like it's remarkable because there's just so many great point guards in the NBA today.
Thanks. I mean, there's so many. I mean, a lot of people say, obviously Steph is number 1. Ain't nobody touching that. Luka is right there if you consider him a point guard. Ain't nobody touching that. You know what I'm saying? But
better than a lot of guys, SGA.
Right. You know what I'm saying? De'Aaron Fox. John Morant. You know what I'm saying? Dame's still out there. You know what I mean? Kyrie's still out there. You know what I mean? And once again, like I said, over on the TikTok, I posted the reason why I feel like he might be better than a guy like Kyrie Irving or better than a guy like Dame Dollar. Because when you look at their playoff numbers, he actually has better numbers than them. He actually has more points than both Dame and Kyrie. He has more rebounds and assists than both of them in the playoffs. And he's played in the same amount in nearly the same amount of playoff games. So I think the numbers. The
now
numbers
that you
speak.
like that, you're right.
The numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at a guy like Dame, and again, not to keep going on, not to keep banging on the drum, but when you look at a guy like Dame, again, we know he can get you 30. We know he can get you 40. We know he can get you, what he scored, 71 this year? Something like that?
Yeah.
In the game? Like, we know he can do that. But what the heck, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? He didn't even make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, what do it, like, how can you consider him to be, one of the top guys, in the league, is still a top 10 player, and nothing, it never amounts to anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when he actually had some help, the best they got was like conference finals in a weird year. And then second, they're good enough to win a series, but not enough to really go anywhere with them. But
right.
Dame the talent himself, he is one of those guys that's like, he is one of the one-on-ones. You got to out there. But again, so many talented guards in this league, so many top guards that it's so hard to rank them. So many young guards on the up and up that they're gonna get their shine when it's time. But Murray, when it matters, when it's crunch time, when you need somebody to be a perfect fit alongside Joker, he's as good as anyone. Like he is the perfect running mate.
Precisely, the perfect running mate. And I'm gonna leave it at this. You know what I'm saying? I think when it really boils down to it, it's less about what you can do on an individual basis and more about what you can do for your team. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Jamal Murray as a leader, he really second to none, or second just to Jokic on the team. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you know, the mentality. You know what I mean? He's the hardest worker in the room. You know what I'm saying? Mike Malone talks about it all the time. You know what I mean? When it comes to, improving his game. When Jamal Murray came in, nobody really looked at him as a defender. You know what I'm saying? And people, I'm not saying he's an all elite defender or whatever, but he's not scared to play a little defense now. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the rebounds, when it comes to the assists, and obviously when it comes down to the scoring, you know what I mean? Especially in the playoffs, there aren't many guys that can any point guards that scored like he did this in these playoffs. You had Steph, you had De'Aaron Fox, and that was it, really, in these playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all I had to say though, man. We'll chop it up. Y'all be on the lookout for TCT podcast, the Cam and T podcast. You know what I'm saying? We on all social platforms. We on Twitter, we on YouTube, we on TikTok. Y'all come follow us at TCT Podcast 1. I appreciate y'all boys for having me. As always, it's always good chopping up with y'all, man.
Always.
So,
we can't wait to
y'all,
be on
man.
your platform and hear them Bryce Young the Bryce Young stat lines, bro.
Yes, sir. We ready, man. As soon as football season start, bro, we gonna be on fire. So, but we can't wait to have y'all on there, man. We excited, bro. We excited. Thank y'all, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely appreciate you for coming on, man. Matter of fact, we're gonna let you pick the song of the week.
The song of the week.
Yeah.
I gotta pick a new song, brand new song.
Whatever you want to pick.
Oh, any song? Okay. We're gonna do. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me look and see what I got. We're gonna do. We're gonna do Gold Digger, Kanye West, Jamie Foxx. Dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my Denver Nuggets. You feel me?
Definitely, man.
That's what's up, man. Don't celebrate too hard now.
Oh,
Oh, nah.
way past that point. He already did.
Yeah. We already, yeah. I'm still recovering, to be honest with you. But yeah. Gold Digger, Jamie Foxx, Kanye West, song of the week.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Appreciate you for coming on, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, boys.
Well, oh, man. Marcus, what a great show tonight, man.
Hell of a show. We got something good tomorrow too. I've been waiting.
Yep. Oh, you talking about this show?
Of course, maybe not.
Yeah. We can't wait to drop this for y'all in the morning. Y'all gonna love this one. But let everybody know where they can follow you, and we'll follow you on social media, and we'll let everybody know where we can follow Jerry as well. So,
Well, you know me as per usual. Marcus Davis 904 on Twitter. Marcus Davis _ on Instagram.
do not follow him. I'm just kidding. Y'all can follow Jerry on Twitter at JBreezyII and his backup at I am Breezy II, and on Instagram at JLamar_II, I believe.
Yeah.
Follow Darnell at Darnell Monroe's on all social media platforms. And I would just say prayers up to Jerry.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, man. Prayers up to you, brother. But you can follow me on Twitter at AceWave1, on Instagram at Ace_Wave1. You can follow the podcast account on Twitter at Indie Evidence and on Instagram at Indisputable Evidence. That we're going to leave y'all as we always do. God bless. Stay safe. Take care of your mentals. Take care of your loved ones. Tell them that you love them every day. Man, got to stress this again. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Marcus.
Thoroughly with soap and water. Wash your ass. And I'm going to add an extra one. Wear shoes at the movie theater.
This man's still traumatized by that. But
right.
I don't blame you.
My nostrils felt like I had COVID. That's how bad my damn smelling was after I got that damn theater.
Man. Sorry you had to go to do that, man.
It's hard times, but we made it through.
Did you though?
I'm alive here. I'm doing the pod, so I survived. I don't know how, but I did.
You survived. I'm surprised. But that we can leave y'all and say God bless. Have a great night. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.